Hello, this is the sixth video of polynomial functions, and we will learn how to use the quadratic formula. So, the quadratic formula tells us the zeros for a degree 2 polynomial. However, there are some ways in which we can use the quadratic formula to find the zeros of other polynomials. For example, if we had x minus 4 square root of x plus 6, we could actually substitute x and say that x is equal to y squared. And so if we substitute y squared for x, we actually find that we have y squared minus 4y plus 6, which is just a polynomial with degree of 2. And then we find that x is equal to, let's call it b, and that is the root. Then we know that just to find the root of x, we just need to transform it back, so just to get the square root of b. So this would be the root of x. So that is one way of using it. Of course, you can do it the other way around. If this was, for example, x to the fourth, and here x squared, then we could do the same thing. But now saying that x squared is equal to y, and instead of having the square root of x being the square root of b being the root of the polynomial, we would actually have that b squared is the root. But though, leaving that aside, that's kind of with practice you will learn how to manipulate the polynomials to be able to have it in a form that you can apply the quadratic formula to. We will learn what the quadratic formula actually is. So you have a polynomial that has ax squared plus bx plus c. So your polynomial must be in this form, here with pluses, and a is the coefficient of x squared, b is the coefficient of x, and c is the constant term. And the quadratic formula is the following. So x is equal to negative b plus or minus the square root b squared minus 4ac, and all of this divided by 2a. So this is the quadratic formula. You need to memorize it most of the times. You need to know it really well. But here is a very interesting term. B squared minus 4ac is called the discriminant. What the discriminant tells you is whether you will have one root, two roots, or imaginary roots. So if b squared minus 4ac, which here I will just substitute with d for discriminant, if d is equal to 0, then you will have only one root. If d is greater than 0, you will have two roots, and if d is less than 0, you will have imaginary roots.